Now, also, it's not just about letting them know, because you can also let them know something else. I'd like to try it on something that we're doing. I'd like to run an experiment to see how this works within our environment. You know, by doing something like that, you actually
Mm-hmm.
give them the data to say, let's do it again.
Mm-hmm. And you
But again,
always say that data never lies.
yeah. And data is king. Data rules, right? And so everybody wants to align themselves with whatever is successful. And since they do, they want to make sure that they're on whatever that wagon is, and all you have to do is get an opportunity to do it, run the experiment. And once you have run that experiment and you've had some success and you've talked about how you're going to improve. Now, let me throw a caveat out there, right? If you're going to do Scrum, please understand something really important, okay? Make sure that you have retrospectives. Make sure that you improve. You know, don't go in there and talk about I'm doing Scrum and I'm having one sprint. That ain't gonna work. Okay. Make sure you have an opportunity to improve, because that will give you a better opportunity to succeed. And really, it's one of those things that we classically would call a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
A
Mm-hmm.
pilot, a pilot, right? And I mentioned this probably in show
Mm-hmm.
number one, where I said, "Hey, do a pilot, do a pilot." But a pilot is like a prototype of this process that you want to do, right? That's what you're doing, right? So my statement to you is, try to put yourself in a position as well where you can run a pilot. And if you can run a pilot, now you got their attention for sure, because
Mm-hmm.
they've given you permission to run a pilot. And now, in having permission to run a pilot, you have more reason to have conversations with them about how the pilot is going, or hey, I ran into this problem. Can you help me solve the problem? Right. So and you'll hear things from them like, "Nah, we ain't never gonna solve that," or they'll solve it for you. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and so
Mm-hmm.
now you are making kind of like your path, right? And I want you to be able to make your path. So and then you position yourself for when the real opportunity comes, that you're like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
I'm completely ready to go. And this thing is like, and we take off, right? So when you think about it for yourself, this isn't a complicated thing. And don't make it into anything that's complicated. All you really need to do in terms of your situation is just make sure that everybody who has an impact, don't have an impact on you, that they know, I want to do a little bit more agile. I want to
Mm-hmm.
do a little bit more scrum. I want to do a little more Kanban. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? And I'm not saying just your direct report, the people you directly report to. I'm not talking about just your direct management, right? I'd be telling my friends in the organization, I'd be telling people who I'm associates with, I would go and involve myself in any agile stuff that I can without getting any trouble, right? If they got an agile group around, I'm like, hey, you know what? Y'all having this agile group. Can I come just hear it out? Listen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You if you know that agile is happening on other teams, you know what? Hey, you know what? So and so person, I heard about this daily scrum. Would you be? Could I come listen to yours? I like to see how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be against me just sitting as a fly on the wall in your sprint planning or your retrospective? I've let many people sit in on a retrospective that wasn't a part of a scrum team, the scrum team.
Mm-hmm.
And are you
Mm-hmm.
supposed to let people do that? No, but they say they're going to be a fly on the wall, right? They say they're going to be a fly on the wall.
Exactly.
They're not going to say nothing, right? Then
Exactly.
why wouldn't I let somebody come in and just kind of
Learn.
vicariously learn, right?
Yeah.
And so, one thing about Agilists that's really, really lovely and really unique is Agilists like to help. They strangely like to help, right? And since they like to help, it's like, take advantage of it, utilize it. It's a giving community.
Mm-hmm.
So allow that community to give to you so you can give to it. Now, why am I bringing that up to you? Okay. The reason why I bring that up to you is because you're networking at that point,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're networking, right? Now, why do you think I want you to network inside of the organization? So when opportunities come up, you can get
Your name comes up.
your name can come up, right? So what am I saying to you in all these things? Make sure that everybody knows that's around you. This is something that I'm interested in. This is a direction that I would like to move forward in. This is something that I would like to just have a small experiment to see how it goes and how we can work this thing and how I can, one day be completely in this world. Okay? So for you, don't think to yourself, hey, look, let me just tell you something. Let me tell you a big secret so you understand and know. All they can do is tell you no.
Exactly.
All they can do is tell you no. And the statement is this.
Exactly.
If you inside this company, right? And everybody in the company is telling you no. How much longer do you want to be in that company?
Shouldn't be much longer.
So if the thing that for me, this ain't for everybody, right? For me, I'm a big fan of making everybody tell me no. Because you didn't gave me my answer. You didn't gave me all that I need to know. If I'm over here and I'm super excited, I'm enthused, I've been learning outside of the company, and I'm here, I want to bring some of this knowledge to help to make this company better, all these skills I have, and you just don't want to take advantage of them, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Just I need everybody to tell me no so I can stop loving you all so much. And then what I'll do is I'll come charge y'all more money later on when y'all want me back. Am I crazy for thinking that?
No,
No, I'm not crazy at
no.
all. You give them an opportunity. You give them. You say, look, you're the first ones to get the opportunity. Come on, take advantage of it. I'm not always gonna be in this learning mindset. And I'm not always gonna be this cheap. You understand? I got this PMP. I got these 4 or 5 Agile certifications. Come on now, what we gonna do with them? We could do nothing, or we could do something. I don't know. You tell me. So it is one of those things that I just want you to, you know, treat it like you are going to a recruiting event. You know how you go to the,
Okay.
it's like it's one of those things where it behooves me how we will do all these wonderful and great things when we're trying to find a job. But we won't do the same thing inside of the job, right? We'll network with everybody outside of the job. Like, I want to go to another new company. Let me network. No, 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 no. If you're going to do something, practice those networking skills in the company you're in. That way, when you're ready to go, you got all the skills you need to do what you need to do, right?